Yeah, I know it's been like a month since my last Star Destroyer update, but hey, what's up guys? It's Matt here, and obviously you guys are probably wondering where the Star Destroyer mocks have gone. Now, honestly, I just haven't had a whole lot of time to, first of all, work on the Star Destroyer, and second of all, film my progress. So, I mean, there's been a whole lot of new leaks and all sorts of stuff, and I've wanted to, put out reviews. Like I reviewed the helmet set and all that stuff. So I've been kind of busy with that, as well as I started a new job once school got out, so I've been busy with that as well. But finally, over the course of a month, I've had some time here and there to actually work on Star Destroyer. So I've gotten quite a bit done with me and a couple of my buddies. So no, the Star Destroyer is not yet finished. It is very close, and from a few certain angles, it definitely looks 100% complete. But this is going to be the last Star Destroyer mock update before the finale. So stay tuned for this mock update. There's going to be a lot that has happened since the last one. Well, obviously, because it's been a month, but I can't wait to show you guys what we've done for this update video. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing that you probably noticed is that this is not in the Lego room anymore. So the Star Destroyer used to be on the ping pong table, and then moved it into the Lego room over there, and then now it's back out here, just because I don't want to have to keep moving it through doorways, because like I said in previous videos, the width of the whole Star Destroyer is just barely wider than a doorway. So you kind of have to like tilt it through the door. So I just figured I'd keep it out here and want to keep it off the ping pong table just in case we want to play some ping pong or something like that. But moved it onto this little table right here. So I think it's a good spot for it, kind of out of the traffic of the basement. So I'm glad we moved it back out here. And when I have to take it to conventions, I'm not gonna have to move it through that door again. I can just move it right up the stairs. But we will get to that when the day comes, which is not today. So yeah, we'll worry about that later. But first thing I wanted to point out is that we have this entire top section of the Star Destroyer done. We actually just finished this a little bit ago, but it's finally all tiled. We had a portion of this done before, but now it's, completely tiled off and finished. And this spot right here, where there's kind of this like sloped section right here that transitions up to the second level, we were messing around with a lot of different ideas on how to accomplish this, especially with this weird like angle in the middle. But I think what we decided on works pretty well. Before, I just had like I built out these two parts right here on either side, and then right here I just had like a filler brick that just rested in place and wasn't even studded in. That looked kind of weird, so we went with this sort of design, which I don't think looks too bad. And then everything else is just tiled off really nice. We also got all the greebling done on either side as well. So that looks really nice. I didn't actually have to end up making another bricklink order for greebling pieces. I was able to find enough, so don't think we're gonna have to make any more bricklink orders for this Star Destroyer. So that's really great to hear. And yeah, but we got this done. I'll be putting that on in a little bit. But also this front section that I went over in like 2 updates ago, we actually redesigned the entire interior of it and also the way that these panels come off. So we kind of, redid some of this, but these just come off. They're not actually like attached. And I figured that it'd be better. Well, it's kind of falling apart here. Okay, so we made these 2 pieces just able to come off like that pretty easily, just so we could get the gap as tight as possible. But that comes off, and then there's this little piece that stays on. It's kind of just studded in there. But redesigned this whole thing to make it sturdier. It was pretty poorly designed before and kept, like, these sides kept on falling off all the time. So finally redid that so it's a lot stronger. And then this piece right here, we sort of redid so that it fits flush with this now. It sat up a little bit too much. So there was a little bit of a gap between this and like the actual plating. So we filled that up. It looks pretty nice and seamless. So I think that looks pretty good. And especially this little piece right here of detailing that actually looks pretty accurate to what you see on an actual Star Destroyer. And then also, I almost forgot to mention this actually, but literally the biggest thing that we did on the Star Destroyer this week was finish all of the plating on the underside. So before we had these front two sections. By the way, all of the bottom plating comes off in a total of 4 sections. So we have the 2 front sections up here and then the 2 back sections, which are super huge pain in the butt to attach, like I've mentioned in lots of previous videos, but finally figured out a way better way to attach these. I ended up using a bunch of these Technic lift arm pieces, but I used the ones that are like way longer on one end. So use these. I put 2 of them together with Technic pins, and then I attached that to the actual sides of the Star Destroyer. And then I used a bunch of these pieces and attached them to the lift arm pieces like that. And then these attached to the bottom plates. So I used a bunch of those throughout all of the Star Destroyer frame so that there was a lot of surface area covering the bottom plates. So it actually stayed on pretty well, and I don't think I'm going to have any more problems with the bottom plate. So I'm really glad I thought of that idea. So finally, the bottom plates are completely attached and will hopefully not be a pain in the butt in the future. And then also at the bottom, we've attached the sensor dish here. I kind of had to modify it a little bit because the angle was a little bit steeper than I thought. So I kind of had to compensate for that and then add a couple more pieces underneath that dish piece so that it would fit perfectly and there wouldn't be any gaps. So I think that looks pretty nice as well. But yeah, just another look at all of the bottom plates. Gosh, it looks so nice. So glad that everything ended up working out. And yeah, so really happy that we got all the bottom plates attached. And this thing is really coming together now.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Since we got those done, really it's just this middle super center section that we've got to worry about now. All right, so we've got these 2 top pieces put on, but see what I'm talking about with like no gap right here? It's like pretty seamless. And yeah, so I think that looks a lot better with those just like sort of rested on so that we get less of a gap there. And then now time to put this guy on top of the rest of the super center. All right. Look at that. Gosh, this thing is really coming together. It literally looks done from the front. Gosh, that looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Wow, that literally looks done. Gosh, that's insane. All right, but yeah, as you can see with this top layer, man, we are getting so close, guys. But yeah, you can see all the greebling there on the sides, and this thing literally just rests in plates. It's not studded in at all. And I'm really glad I made this entire super center. So this is one section right here, and then this section below it is one entire section. It's like super heavy. And then we have this front one as well. So in total, we have 3 sections for the super center. So I'm glad it all comes apart like modularly so that it's easier to transport, even though this thing is still gonna suck to transport, but at least it comes apart in some sections. So also, since the last update, I added all of these layers of bricks at the bottom of the plates, and also added these wedges right here so that the bottom plates match up perfectly. So that looks really nice. So yeah, tire back engines completely done. Let's go. So literally the only part that we have to do before this thing is 100% finished is this back section. I sort of started this little idea that I had right here, but literally all of these layers combine into one just solid layer of greebling right here in the back. So that's not going to be super hard. I just have to, you know, build some bricks underneath here with the studs on the side. So then I can add all that greebling in, and then do the same thing that I did right here with this top layer, and then, you know, do greebling in that. Then that'll be done, and then I got to replicate it on this side. So it shouldn't take like super long, maybe like a couple hours, and then that'll be 100% done. And then originally when I was making the bridge, I thought that I was gonna have to have this gap here for these plates to actually come up. But actually I think it looks pretty good if it just comes up to here and doesn't actually like slot inside of the neck of the bridge. So I think I'm just gonna fill in this spot right here as well as underneath here so that there's no gap right there, and just, you know, fill all that in so it looks nice and leave that at that. But yeah, I mean, literally just have to do this back section, but from literally any other angle, this entire ship looks 100% done. I can't believe it, guys. It's been literally a year and a half, and this thing is finally almost done. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we are so close. But yeah, like honestly, I think maybe like 1 or 2 more building sessions, probably 2. One just to fill in those back sections right here and get that 100% done. And then second building session to just tweak things, you know, little bits of detailing, little bits of greebling, and then also to place all of the micro scale ships like the Slave 1 over here. Place all of those in the giant battle diorama that I'm going to have on the Star Destroyer. So that's going to be a lot of fun to do, actually. That's a part that I've been looking forward to do to the Star Destroyer for a really long time. So I can't wait to fill in that battle diorama and, you know, just make a super epic battle between, you know, have some X-Wings, TIE fighters, you know, Slave 1, and also the Millennium Falcon. So that's going to be really cool. Let me know in the comments down below what other ships you would like to see in the massive battle diorama on top of the Star Destroyer. I have some really good ideas, but I would also love your guys' input for, you know, different ships to sort of vary it up for the battle on top of the Star Destroyer. So let me know what you guys think. And also, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. And thank you guys, especially if you've seen all 8 now of the Star Destroyer updates. And I can't wait for you guys to watch the finale. I am so excited for it. It's probably going to be a 20-minute video just going over everything in depth of the Star Destroyer. So stay tuned to that. And then I will have that longer finale video as well as a short, like 2 or 3 minute cinematic video. So it's all coming together, and I can't wait for you guys to see this 100% done. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, especially since the finale video is coming out here in the next like 1 to 2 weeks. So make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.